And now we'd like to welcome our team to the deck. First up will be our team from Spain. And now let's get a round of applause for our team from the Netherlands. And now, we have everyone please stand and remove your caps as we honor our countries with the playing of their national anthem. First up will be the national anthem of Spain. All right, ladies, let's shake hands as you go to your benches. And now we'll have the national anthem for the Netherlands. And now, how about we shake hands as we cross and go to our benches. Ladies, good luck. 5 minutes, game time.
Good evening. Welcome back to Long Beach, California, and Long Beach City College for our final semifinal of the day here at the World Aquatics Women's Water Polo World Cup. We've got the Netherlands taking on Spain. Joining you poolside, the former Team USA and UCLA All-American Cody Roberts, Greg Meskel here with you ahead of what is expected to be another great showdown on the heels of a good battle between Team USA and Hungary, 16-10. The game felt closer than that as Team USA punches their ticket to the gold medal match. Hungary will play for bronze. The question is who will be in those matches, and so we have the Netherlands and Spain to determine who will fill out the rest of the schedule over the next 24 hours. And as we look at the Netherlands and as we look at Spain, let's start first with Spain, Cody. They took it to Italy yesterday and really showed to be best in class here so far in Long Beach.
Yeah, they did a really nice job of staying the course. There were a few runs that Italy had early in that first half where maybe could have rattled a less experienced team, but Spain really showed their poise and control throughout the rest of the game and took over.
And for the Dutch, like Team USA, they were taking on an opponent that they were expected to beat. They did that against New Zealand 15-5, and they showed off their balance. 9 different field players found the cage.
Yeah, super impressive and makes it very intimidating to find a way to defend them. They have so many weapons, and really with a bit of a slow start yesterday, I think they're looking to get things started right off the first whistle.
So we look at the lineups here, and you can check in on Spain and what head coach Mikioka is putting forward. Just a couple of minor tweaks for Spain as they readjust their roster a little bit. Ariadna Ruiz does not get to go today. We'll also see Paula Prats-Rodriguez. She did go yesterday, so we'll see her back in the mix, and that's really the one adjustment for the Netherlands. We see Vivian Sevenich return to the lineup along with Irish Wolves. Those are 2 of their well-known players, and like Team USA yesterday, they had the luxury of not having to have perhaps all their starters go.
Yeah, and on a weekend where you're playing 3 games, 3 days in a row, any sort of rest you can get for those powerful key players is huge.
Our officials in this one from Israel, Mr. Shilden, and from Greece, Ms. Dakasopoulos. And we are just about set to get this one going. It's the Netherlands in the white caps and Spain in the dark caps. Looks as if we are just about a minute shy here of getting this one started as sun setting here in Southern California. Great crowd turned out for Team USA and Hungary in what's been an excellent day for water polo. And if we learned anything, I think from our first semifinal, it's that both teams came out with really nothing to lose in the idea that they were full of energy from the opening sprint.
Yeah, you could feel the intensity radiating off the water in here. Everyone came to play, and really different feeling than even yesterday, I think you would agree.
There's no doubt about it, especially just knowing the stakes. And in those 2 games that I think we thought were going to be close, what was surprising about them is that, well, A, they weren't, to state the obvious, but the second part being they kind of got out of hand fairly early on, and so you just kind of zapped that potential for electricity out of the venue. It returned today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fans, don't forget, live stats available courtesy of our friends at Micro Plus Timing Services. You can access full live stats through worldaquatics.com or usawaterpolo.org. Also, don't forget, tickets still on sale for tomorrow's final day of competition here in Long Beach. Those are available at usawaterpolo.org if you want to come and see some of the best in the world of water polo square off with medals on the line here in Long Beach. But we're underway in this one. The Netherlands controlling. They are moving right to left on your screen in the white caps, and they will go to work here right away. Lauda Arts gets the start once again in goal for the Netherlands. Lauda Esther, the veteran for Spain, competes with Sian Sabade. She gets the start. And a fight for it, and Esther comes up with it. So we saw Martina Tede play fantastic. She was the player of the match last night, and Coach Mikioka goes with the veteran here. And so often about matchups, likes the veteran here in the cage tonight. First look on offense for Spain. That one off the bar and away. Art's able to gather. Opening minute of play here in our second semifinal, the nightcap on day 2 here at the Water Polo World Cup. That entry comes in, and we'll see our first exclusion. That was Sevenich. She had the rest yesterday, fresh in the water, ready to go, and draws the first power play here for the Netherlands. The Dutch go to work out high. Vandersloot just puts it high. An excellent shooter, so uncharacteristic there to not get that on cage, and Spain will take over. Forca now. Entry into Garcia. Everyone shows up for the Netherlands, and Arts will hang on. Two minutes gone by, first quarter, looking for our first goal in this one. Here's Vandersloot. And it won't happen here. That's an offensive. Looking in at Sevenich, she's putting her hands up as if to say, nothing doing down here. Officials see it differently. And we go back the other way. Looking for the post inside. It's Paolo Layton on the inside. Layton calling for that ball. They get it into her. Working hard, Paolo Layton. And she will get the first power play chance here for Spain. Forca. They go along the 2-meter line. Perez. Out high now, Forca. Lefty's dangerous from 6 meters. Walks that in, doesn't like it, gives the skip, and that is field blocked. Slowed down on the Bio Ortiz challenge. And each side now one power play and nothing to show for it just yet.
The Netherlands is typically a team known for their strong field blocking, so 5-on-6 becomes really difficult to score on when you have so many big arms in your way.
More power play action ahead. So Sevenich already making her presence felt. This is the second exclusion that she's helped draw. And the second power play for the Netherlands. Roja works to Slaking. Slaking moving in. Timer to 4. The low skip, and the Netherlands has our first goal in this contest. And it's Sevenich who drew the exclusion and then able to step out and connect from long range. Sevenich, who plays her club water polo in Spain for Cia Mataro, able to convert there. And that's when we talk about the idea that there's familiarity amongst these teams. It's not just because they play each other a lot as national teams. You have players like Sevenich, Vandersloot. They're playing their club water polo in Spain. They're on the team of many of the same Spanish national teamers. They know each other and their tendencies so well.
It makes it extra fun when they go against each other in the international game.
Just an ordinary. And that's high of the cage. How do you work around that, though? You know, if you think back to even your college days, you're playing Stanford for what seems like the 10th time in a season. What could you possibly do different that they don't know?
I mean, that's a tough question. You see each other so much, and you feel like you have it all figured out, and you show up to the game, and it never goes exactly how you think it's going to. And I guess that's the beauty of this sport.
Here's Bente Roja. Right-hander takes a look with 7 on the shot clock. That's Kitty-Lynn Joustra now in at 2 meters. With 2 seconds, they try and go into Joustra. She tries to kick that to herself and just runs out of time, and the ball's back to Esther. Nothing lead for the Netherlands here. Chance for Spain to draw level with their second power play. Forca thought about going quickly. Tries it now. Arts is there. In transition, that one gets out in front. They were trying to set something up long range, working for Marcia Koenig. Entry comes in, quick turn and score. And Garcia was surprised to find herself open there. Quickly turned and put it away for a tie game.
Very powerful center who has a lot of weapons in her arsenal. She is a great quick shooter. She can kick the ball out. She can make turns, front turn, back turn. So it's really difficult as a defender to know what's coming and how to react to it.
Such a strong center, and is able to get on the board early here. And it's interesting, the energy of this game, and it's certainly different. Obviously, the U.S., the home team here, they had a big crowd on hand. Not everyone has stuck around for this match, but even in the water, USA-Hungary, I don't know, Cody, how you felt. It seemed like the first 8 minutes, everyone just came out throwing haymakers to try and see what they could do, and these two teams are kind of easing into it a bit more.
Yeah, I think you're right there. It seems a lot more calculated and cautious in this game. Maybe because a few mistakes were made early yesterday that whether a bad pass, a forced pass, things like that can lead to easy goals the other way, and they can't afford to have that happen tonight.
Yeah, we know Spain really looked at their third quarter last night as something that helped them push past some of those early mistakes you hit on. Trying to maybe avoid having to wait until then to play their sharpest, as we're under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. That skip hammered off the water, and Arts controls it on that try by the lefty and the veteran, Pilar Pena. The elder stateswoman of this squad, born in '86, made her debut as a young player in this Spanish national team system. Shot clock to 2. Running out of time with 1. They get it away at the horn. Officials uncertain. One signaled we're going the other way. The other seemed to signal goal, and this will require a review.
And we'll call for a VAR review.
That was right as time was expiring on that shot clock. Goal is scored from long range, but officials here want to talk this one over. So there it is from way downtown. The question is, did it come before the shot clock expired? And this is why we have the video review. So they will take a look. And try and determine what has transpired here to see if it is the Dutch in front, 2-1. And they determined the shot clock had expired, so no goal. That is the VAR decision, so wave that off.
Dutch are doing a really nice job here in their hard press. It's hard for Spain to move the ball around as quickly as they're used to.
And with that, Spain taking advantage of a little bit of a over-physical defense by the Netherlands and setting up a 6-on-5. Less than a minute to play in this first quarter. The pass inside. Precision sharing inside 5 meters. The dish to Crespi. Then she is able to convert in close quarters. All that happens in just a few feet A little shovel on the inside, and 3 Whitecaps are all trying to converge. Not enough time.
Not very open, but just open enough.
Less than 30 seconds to play in the first. A 2-1 lead for Spain. Sevenich tries to spin that backhand, and it glances off the bar. A fight for it here. Running out of time, and a big field block to close out this first quarter. That was Simone van de Kratz knocking that one down. And only 3 goals. That has not been our pace here. It's been a blistering offensive pace so far on this Saturday, but a low-scoring affair to start here. Spain pulls in front 2-1 over the Netherlands in our second semifinal. We'll step aside and return with the second quarter shortly.
Wat echt goed is vertraging van de midvoor. Dan, wij gaan in aanval veel kansen krijgen. Alleen onze midvoor moet er iets meer flexibel zijn om kies te kanten. Omdat nu wij hebben een super goede kans en nu is het echt daar normaal. Dus wij moeten daarna de bal op 4-5 brengen en dit duurt lang. Jullie moeten ook een beetje de bal te volgen af en toe. Oké? En als Laura, het is duidelijk dat de midvoor de goede positie daar past de bal links bij komt. Oké? Dit is het over de aanval. In onze verdediging, de volgende verdediging, als we 2 naar midden, dan gaan we vanaf B. Oké? Vanaf B. Als het komt 2 naar midden, dan gaan we vanaf B. Anders wij gaan C. En hier blijven naar midden, als niet binnen, positie E, blijf naar midden. Als we de bal naar positie B, wij verplaatsen iets richting de paal. Ja, de paal. En kijk, wat gebeurt nu in de laatste manier is van mijn fout, dat wij waren te veel richting paal 5. Dus we blijven iets meer naar midden aan de bal naar positie 2. Oké? Let's go.
All right, ladies, let's bring it out. It's time to get our technical quarter.
Second quarter upcoming, 2-1. Spain leading the Netherlands. Cody Roberts, Greg Meskel here with you from Long Beach, California. The Dutch went in front 1-0, 2 in a row from Spain, Garcia and Crespi. Crespi coming late in that first quarter, and that's where we're at here with a 2-1 lead. The Netherlands controlling to start this second quarter. Timer to 6. They go back inside, and that's enough to draw a power play as Joustra doing the dirty work on the inside. Looking to tie things up. That's a knockdown. Roja gives a look. Shot clock to 3. It's Roja's shot. Low skip. It's good to go. Benta Roja converting on that power play goal to level things at 2 early second quarter. So Roja just late in that clock, had to give it a go and able to deliver on the skip. And ties this game at 2. Now a veteran of this Netherlands national team program, joined her sister Lika Roja on this roster, although Lika not in the lineup here tonight, part of the part of the changes here, as they had to select only 15 that could be part of the tourney roster, and 13 in any given night. As an exclusion is called here against Lena Timbrook. Excuse me, Lika is in the lineup tonight, so just double check that. She is playing here. Power play for Spain. There's a field block. Mulheisen turns that away. We'll have another exclusion. This will send Slaking off, and Spain makes it count. They get the power play connect, courtesy of Annie Esbar. So 6-on-5, then another exclusion, then one back, and it all ends with Esbar connecting for a 3-2 lead. And talking about that Netherlands roster, the changes they made, we told you about who was back in. Sevenich back in, Wolves back in, Maxine Skop, and also Maudit Vanderweiden, who played well last night, had a couple of goals. They sit out. And Cody, such a difficult moment for those players to be here. You make the 15, but then to find out you're not on the 13. Emotions running high every day of this tourney.
Yeah, and likely not getting an answer to why they're not named in this exact moment. So you're sitting with your thoughts. Not
that's fun.
Not playing in this game is not easy, and just hoping for a better result tomorrow.
An exclusion here. This is on number 2, Prats Rodriguez. Slaking. Roja has another loaded up for Benta Roja. Three. And you said it in the first quarter, but it's a very methodical pace to this game here thus far. And Roja has made it count as of late. Back-to-back goals for the Dutch.
Yeah, Spain likes to run a 5-on-6 that's very active, so that limits the amount of field blockers they have in front of the shooters, but it gives them the opportunity to make the shooters panic with the ball in their hand. The Dutch don't look like they're panicking very much, so it makes it a little tough.
You're supposed to panic. That's the thing here.
They're waiting.
Yeah. 5:55 to go in our second quarter. That's Leighton trying to create some space in front of the cage. Instead, it's a save for Arts. On that try from the outside, courtesy of Elena Ruiz. She had 4 goals yesterday in the win for Spain. Slaking inside. Sevenich had gotten deep position. That pass from Van de Kratz just off the mark, a little bit difficult to handle. Just an ordinary as Spain goes to work with 10 on the shot clock. A little more than 3 minutes gone by in the second quarter. Esbar, cross pass, off the post. Long rebound right out to Sevenich. Now Arts, nice pass, catching Slaking on the move. Big stop, Esther. Arts finding Slaking in transition, but allowed to Esther there for the turn away. Trying to go inside, but trailing back is Roja for the steal as we're halfway through this quarter. Now in transition, Mulheisen, unselfish, Sevenich. And this will be a penalty against Spain. Elena Ruiz. And the Dutch will get the first penalty shot of the evening. Vandersloot will step up to take this one. That was the extra pass there. Had a pretty good look, went for the better look. It led to the penalty, which is the highest of percentages. And Vandersloot able to convert. And the Dutch now pull back in front. They led 1-0, now ahead 4-3.
Some frustration on the coaches for the Spanish team here. That all led, or a bad pass led to that opportunity for the Dutch here. So you really have to look at what you are doing to give them the opportunities and really try to limit that.
And then what are you seeing defensively from the Dutch?
They're doing a nice job of starting with their hard press and then falling into a zone. They haven't really been able to get the ball back into center since the first quarter, which obviously the Spanish centers are a huge threat for them. And then obviously Arts is playing a great game in the goal here.
Allowed to Arts 5 saves already. This gets in deep, and that will draw an exclusion. So, as we often do, say one thing and then do exactly the opposite. They get it inside to Garcia with ease and draw the exclusion. Power play here for Spain. Forca gets it back. Lefty gives a look. Ortiz has that one hit every part of the cage, but a no-go. And the Dutch defense holds on the 5-on-6. Slaking now, Roja. Shot clock to 3. Oh, beautiful delivery. Lika Roja is on the board. It's been a big day for the Roja crew. That is 2 for Benta and now 1 for Lika. And it's a 5-3 lead for the Netherlands. The lead for the Netherlands. Espar picks up a double team. Gives a look, finds Forca. Espar thought about it, shot clock to 1, lob attempt just off the post. Arts was there as well. Now in transition. Offensive. That was either Joustra or Koenig. Something in at 2 meters. Shot clock to 6. Espar, field blocked. Vandekratz. Great response there from Vandekratz. She field blocked that and then gave a confident nod, as we should. And now sends her team onto the offensive end with under a minute to play in the first half. Bit of a blind pass and an ordinary. Joustra tries to redirect, but the shot clock expired with 50 seconds now remaining. Exclusion. That's a power play. Spain looking to get within one here as we near halftime. Intensity picking up in this one. Good catch and release. Garcia from Forca. So that's the second for Micah Garcia, showing off her versatility. We saw her in the more traditional back to the goal turn, and now moving without the ball and getting free.
Netherlands would like to get another one right here to lead into the half.
Shot clock off, 25 seconds left. They can play it the way they'd like to. Try and hold for this final shot. Garcia does her work and will sub out for the final moments of this half, try to keep her from picking up any unnecessary fouls. We've got a one-goal game here headed towards halftime. Slaking gives off Vandersloot. Around the way they work it. Here's Roja. Running out of time. Save is made by Esther with 2 seconds left. Leighton will let it go, and Arts bats that down to finish off this first half in our second semifinal. The Netherlands, they lead early at 1-0. Spain, they come back, they go in front. The Dutch return fire. They're in front 5-4. It is a big showing from the Roja family. Sisters Benta and Lika combining for 3 goals of the 5 scored by the Netherlands. Micah Garcia with 2 for Spain. We take a timeout and return. The third quarter is ahead. Let's find out who will play Team USA for gold tomorrow as we look at some of our halftime numbers and listen into the halftime huddles.
Vamos a hacer un ataque controlado. Y cada vez que estamos haciendo ataques precipitados, lo estamos pagando con contras que nos cuestan todo. ¿De acuerdo? Ataque controlado. Y si al final lo encontramos, le pegamos y defendemos el posicional, que en el posicional estamos bien. No estamos teniendo problemas en el posicional. Vamos a jugar a eso. ¿De acuerdo? ¿Vale? Entonces es muy importante que el ataque sea controlado. Hemos de lanzar porque estamos cerrados, al final metemos el balón dentro y replegamos y se acabó, pero no vayamos. ¿De acuerdo? Vea. Vale. En ataque. Lo que están haciendo es, se están cerrando muy a saco. Cuando el balón circula por las exteriores, los extremos cierran para tapar los lanzamientos. A no ser que estén abiertas los equipos y tenemos el agujero, pero si no, fijamos, y luego una cosa, ha habido un lanzamiento menos que hace está bien, pero hay un momento que ya tienes lanzamiento aquí, no tienes más arriba, ya lo tenías desde ahí, ya has quitado tu ángulo, ¿de acuerdo? Aguantas, recibes y ahí lanzas. Pero esta es la jugada, como el lanzamiento que hace Elena de piso. Solo que le digo que en vez de irse a la corsera, no es necesario que se quede completo el ángulo para poder lanzar. ¿Vale? Va, chicas, está bien, va.
Welcome back to Long Beach, California. Cody Roberts and Greg Meskel here with you for the finale of this semifinal Saturday. Looking forward to A big Sunday to close out this World Aquatics World Cup gold medal match. Team USA will take on the winner here. Bronze medal match, Hungary versus the loser. And we, of course, will have our 5th and 7th place matches as well. We get started at 1 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow. We'll have all the action right here on the World Aquatics YouTube channel, available live and on demand. Going to get some explanation here on the opening sprint to start off this 3rd quarter, and it is awarded to Spain. They have switched sides, so Spain moving right to left now on your screen in the dark caps, and the Netherlands in the white caps. And a 5-4 lead for the Netherlands. And Cody, similar to our first semifinal, we came out of halftime, a 1-goal game, and you're thinking, what adjustments are there to be made when you're right in the contest?
Yeah, it's tough when there's no glaring mistakes. It's kind of just staying with your game plan, being confident in with the ball in your hand and putting the ball in the back of the net. So this is the defensive battle we've been waiting for, I think, this whole weekend. So it's exciting to see.
Yes, it finally got one, at least through 2 quarters. Spain here on the attack, the shot clock to 5. Trying to shovel that inside, and 4 white caps are there. The takeaway controlled by Vandersloot. Now, Spanish coach Nicky Oka said post-game yesterday that the 3rd quarter was the big difference for them as they picked up the win yesterday against Italy. So we'll see if they can have the impact they need in this 3rd quarter. Much different circumstance now, trailing here by 1. Timer to 1, and they will not get it off. A little confusion here. I think the Netherlands coaching staff in disagreement with the clock management there. Thought they had more time. Instead, no shot is taken at all before the horn sounds. Leighton back in, posting. This is what makes Spain so tough. Between Garcia and Leighton, they can just rotate this 1-2 punch of difficult centers. A penalty will go against the Netherlands here. We'll have to take a second look here. There may have been a delayed entry, or rather exit, on that exclusion. See if we get a look at what transpired that caused the penalty. It initially was Spain up on the counterattack. A lot of times what happens there is it was either the wrong person, didn't leave in a timely fashion, or it was the right person and they interfered somehow with the play. Either way, we'll get the penalty here. And the goal is scored by Elena Ruiz. That's her first in this one. She had 4 last night, as we said. And so now it's a 5-5 game. We're all even. So we saw a little bit of that. Wonder if they ruled that the excluded player, Wolves, was still kind of hanging around the ball and should have gotten out of the pool faster on that exclusion. That would make sense. We saw a little clip of that replay.
Unfortunately, that was her 3rd foul, and she will no longer get to play in this game. Big player for the Netherlands here.
Didn't play last night, so they get her back in the lineup here tonight, and now already has fouled out. The Dutch, though, undaunted. They come right back with Brigitte Slaking. 3 goals last night, has her first here from the Vuegmeni club. And a 6-5 lead. So good back and forth here. 25-year-old cashing in for the Netherlands. And a 6-5 lead, and able to get one back after giving up that penalty shot score. An exclusion again. We'll go against Timbrook. but they don't get a shot off. Offensive, or rather inside the 2 is the call, so that's a tough one for Spain. The outlet pass too long. So Crespi with the steal, Esther controls. Crespi working to Espar. Now Forca around the way, along 2 meters. Garcia has returned, trying to earn her place. Quite literally in the water, looking for room to operate. Instead, it's Forca has her shot deflected away with under 5 to go in this 3rd quarter. The turn and the exclusion. Joustra drawing the opportunity. Just about halfway through this 3rd quarter. Tembra doesn't like it. Van de Kratz. A 2nd exclusion, 6 on 4.
Interesting pass selection there. It was kind of like a wet center pass.
In the meantime, they pull Joustra out to give them a 5 on 4 on that 6 on 4. And on the bounce, it's Lika Rojas. She has 2. And the Netherlands converting on the power play.
Might seem strange to pull an offensive player when you have an advantage of 2 extra players, but it really just gives you more space to operate and further for each defender to have to move to guard more than 1 player.
Yeah, one of those counterintuitive things, but then when you see it unfold, it just really makes a lot of sense. It can be almost too bunched up when you have the 6 on 4 on the inside. Dutch go back in front, this time by 2, 7-5. A rocket. Bia Ortiz. Just a beautiful attack from distance to get it back within 1. Again, just one big fake. Gets everyone shuffling just enough. Ortiz, one of those women that has become synonymous with this Spanish national team over the last several years. Had a look, great dish. Just a dive to the goal from Marcia Koenig. Threw a hand up and said, hey, put it here. I'll do the rest, and she does. Good pass there from Van de Kratz.
This Dutch team has some really powerful true centers, but another weapon they have is a lot of their players are comfortable posting up and really getting into center for 1 or 2 possessions, which is rare. And you can catch a defender who's not used to maybe guarding at that position, and you can get in trouble really quick.
And you hit on it last night as well when they played. Because of their size, they're all physically comfortable. No one feels overmatched from a height perspective when they have to go down into 2 meters.
Right.
.315. 3rd quarter play here in this semifinal matchup. That pass gets away, and they're going to run out of time. Nice extra effort there from Espar to flip that into the corner and slow down the counterattack for the Netherlands. Those are little savvy veteran moves. And now it's Brigitte Slaking. We weren't seeing Stefanic's head for a while, and the end result, an exclusion. That was followed by a rocket from Slaking from the outside on the power play goal. And a 9-6 lead now, so the Netherlands opening up their largest advantage in this semifinal tilt. And that was crafty there. Slaking kind of using the departing player as a little bit of a screen on the far side of the cage. No one can really be there to shot block if Layton is swimming off.
Yep. And I'm not sure if the defenders knew if she was live or not.
That seemed to be their argument after the ball was in the back of the net.
Yeah.
Forka pounds that off the post. Spain does a nice job getting back. That was B. Ortiz just head down, sprinting to try and make sure Koenig didn't get free. Vandersloot. That is an impossible angle. And controlled by Esther, partially deflected by Ruiz. Under 2 to play in the third.
Big advantage here.
They've got a wide open Spanish player there on the far side. Can't spot right away. And it allows the Dutch to get back. And now an exclusion. And they finally do get it into the hand of Nona Perez, who was calling for that ball. She was wide open for a good stretch. Still on the power play, shot clock to 10. Ortiz, Perez. Field block, Sevenich just stuffs that opportunity from the outside from Ruiz. Coming up on 1 minute to play in this third quarter. Netherlands looking to earn their way into the gold medal final tomorrow against Team USA. Joustra tries to spin free and let that go, but ball's forced under as the shot clock was expiring. 45 seconds remaining in the third. Perez moving in. Forka. Ruiz now. They'll give her the shot. Instead goes to Ortiz. Ordinary. That is a tough pass, trying to go on the hand with 3 defenders, trying to bottle up Micah Garcia. Shot clock is off now, last 15 seconds. A takeaway. Garcia comes up with the steal. Will Spain get a look here? 5 seconds. Garcia looking for help. Gives off to Ortiz. She'll get a look. Cross cage, just off the post. And the Dutch avoid a calamity at the end of that third quarter. Head coach Dudidis can just take a look and say, thank goodness that did not go in, because it should have been a turnover. And then B. Ortiz got a pretty good look, and Art's getting a fingertip on that one, and
just enough.
All smiles for Lauda Art. That's all for the third quarter. Netherlands 8 minutes away from playing for a goal. They lead 9-6. We return with the fourth after a short break.
Vale, vamos a apretar un poco más. Vamos a ir un poco más encima, ¿de acuerdo? Un poco más encima para salir a la contra. Y en ataque, chicas, en ataque, ahora, Elena, estás en 3, no tienes a ninguna delante. Das el pase a 5, pero la que tiene el espacio de lanzamiento eres tú. ¿Sí? Vete para adelante y métele, coño, salvar el brazo. Y si lo para, que lo pare, pero... Porque luego cuando le das a 5, Bea ya no tiene lanzamiento, se nos va pasando los dos. ¿De acuerdo? Vale. Lee.
Closer look at the Spanish shuttle for Coach Mickey Oka and his squad facing a 3-goal deficit here. And this went from being a 1-goal game at the half, as we hear the Game of Thrones theme song here to suggest the gravity of what's at stake. Not for King's Landing, but for the opportunity to play for gold. What should Spain focus on here as they try and chip away over this first part of the fourth quarter?
I mean, as much as they need goals, they need to be nails on defense. So really putting all of their effort into stopping Netherlands from getting any more goals on the board, and then really starting to take some risks offensively, because they need to start finding the back of the net soon, because we're running out of time here.
Now, conversely, at least after last night's match, Coach De Dudas of the Netherlands talked about controlling the pace of the match, avoiding personal mistakes, focusing on the fundamentals, and I think they've done a lot of that by and large, holding Spain to 6 goals and executing the way they've liked to on offense. 5 for 7 on the power play unofficially, trying to get Joustra involved there, and a steal by Ruiz.
This is what Spain is going to need to continue to do throughout the rest of this quarter to stay in this.
Always starts on the defensive end.
Garcia works into the center spot, guarded by Swinning.
Save made, Arts. Opening minute, fourth quarter. Final semifinal to set up our schedule for tomorrow. Who will play for bronze against Hungary? Who will play for gold against Team USA? Timer to 3. Long range off the post, off the keeper, and in. Lika Roja has a hat trick and ping-pongs her way into the cage for a 10-6 lead.
That's a tough one for Spain. You played 28 seconds of great defense and end with a long-range shot going in. That's a little disheartening, but they need to get something going quickly here.
And that's tough for the keeper to watch that one go off the post and then feel it off your back and in. And now a 4-goal deficit here for Spain with under 6.5 to play. So this one's starting to slip away a little bit. But they get one back. Paolo Crespi able to hit on the skip shot. That one gets behind Arts and then does enough to cross over the goal line. And a 3-goal game once more. On the skip through 3 potential shot blocks and the keeper. Kind of surprised there were that many eligible shot blockers.
I know. Part of that Netherlands defense, when they do come into that zone, they have so many hands up. It's a little bit hard to see from our angle sometimes, but as the shooter, you're looking, and you're like, where is the opening? There isn't one.
That's a good pass inside. Working inside for Koenig. And a power play here for the Netherlands, their 8th opportunity. Big chance here. Van de Kratz with a bobble. Just 3 seconds left. They go outside, loaded up. Who else but Lika Roja? Benta got things rolling early with 2. Lika has picked up the slack since then with 4. And the Netherlands lead at 11-7. Both Rojas sisters experienced at Arizona State in the college game. Play club water polo in the Netherlands, and key pieces of this Dutch squad that has played well as of late over the last couple of years. Entry there and an exclusion, and a penalty, in fact, is the call. And disbelief from the Netherlands bench, as that was Leighton powering inside for the opportunity. And they call Benta Roja for the penalty, and Espar will take the shot here.
And Espar will line up the shot. That is 7-3 first foul after the substitution.
Penalty shot score is there. So Espar hits, Benta Roja fouls out. That was her third. And it's a 3-goal game again with 5:24 to play.
It's an interesting situation for the Netherlands here because they want to keep attacking while remaining patient because they don't necessarily need any more goals. But the second you start thinking too cautiously, then all of a sudden, if they cut this lead to 2, things get interesting.
And Spain is in that position where they're just about out of time to let this get any further beyond 3 goals. And they come across with a great steal. So crashing in, Ruiz. The officials just looking to get everyone down the other end of the pool, as there was still a tangle there between Sevenic and Crespi. Now Ruiz on the attack. Looking for the shot. Puts that pass out in the open. Now Forca comes back with it. Tries to thread the needle over the top to Ortiz. Looking for a call. And nothing there.
I think we're going to start seeing a lot of these Spanish players trying to go one-on-one and creating opportunities, honestly, from nothing.
And that's a grab of the suit. Sevenic getting tangled up there with Crespi. Right in plain view of the official, so the turnover. And now it's back to Spain. They're on the move with 4:10 to play, trailing by 3. Ruiz now. Leighton in at 2 meters. Shot clock to 10. Here's Forca. Just wide. Judith Forca, such a strong shooter, but put that one wide of the goal. And the Dutch have it. We are halfway through this 4th quarter. Van de Kratz, the field block. Well, Spain has done the defensive part of the deal here the last few moments, and now the goals need to come.
Yep. That was a huge field block. A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. We had 2 of the Spanish players guarding 1 of the Netherlands players.
That's an ordinary. Forca controlling. Garcia is back in. She is backed in low and draws an exclusion. She was about to push everyone into the cage. And Mikioka will call for time as a pivotal 6-on-5 is ahead here for Spain. They have struggled on the player advantage. 2 for 12 right now. And so we'll listen in to the huddle here with Mikioka as they prepare for a crucial 6-on-5.
Vamos con 12, un poquito al medio para dejar el...
Come back for more timeout. Spain on the power play. And 3:17 left in the game.
Timeout complete. 6-on-5 underway for Spain. trying to get back within 2. 3:09 to play here. Fourth quarter. Ortiz, Esbar loses the handle with 3. They got to go. That pass is tipped with 1. They don't get it away. It's field blocked. But the rebound comes to Spain. Sides coming even. Ortiz off the post. And the rebound is controlled. Arts was there too. And Sevenich able to control. What a defensive stand by the Netherlands.
Great defensive effort there. They needed a stop to really stop that momentum for Spain moving into the last few minutes of this game.
That was a huge opportunity for Spain. They had many quality looks. Couldn't put that away. And now shot clock winding down here, and that is well high of the cage from Mulheisen.
Spain's going to be looking to play fast here. They need a quick goal.
Yeah, no time to waste with 2:10 remaining. Forca. Ruiz, a big fake. Here's Esbar. The lob try. She had the keeper out of position. Just couldn't put it in the back of the cage, and Arts controls with under 2 to play here in the fourth. That's what you wanted for Spain.
That was a great shot. Yeah, that's just one of those things where it can go one way or the other, and tonight it looks like it's going the opposite, or what Spain is not wanting.
Pass on the bounce, keeper out. And an exclusion. This will go against Garcia. The Netherlands now on the advantage and a chance to really cement this one with 90 seconds to play. A power play opportunity. Slaking lets it go, and that should put a bow on this one for the Netherlands. Brigitte Slaking adds another on the 6-on-5 and make it 12-8 with 1:17 to play. Went through the shot blockers away from the keeper. And so 3 goals now for Slaking. Lika Roja with 4. The leaders on offense for this Netherlands team. Lauda Arts, 7 big stops in cage. Coming up on 1 minute to play, and Netherlands about to make their way onto the gold medal final tomorrow against Team USA. Arts, a commanding save on that try from Ruiz. 44 seconds to play, 12-8 the lead. Spain led by 1 after 1. The Dutch figured out their offense after that. 4 goals in the second, 4 in the third. They've got 3 more here in the fourth, and they're on their way to victory. Shot clock expires. Timer's now off. 21 seconds left in this final semifinal. Looking for Garcia. She will draw an exclusion. And a timeout called by Spain. With 14 seconds left, their last look in this one. So we have our lineups set for tomorrow. That 7th place matchup, New Zealand taking on Israel in that 5th place game. We saw Greece and Italy advance to meet each other. Hungary now knows they will take on this team from Spain, and we will see Team USA take on the Netherlands. Timeout is complete. Power play coming up for Spain with just 14 seconds left in the contest. Esbar. Forca. Esbar now inside. Garcia, and that's off the frame of the cage. Arts is able to control, and that is all in this one. The Netherlands will take it 12-8 to defeat Spain and punch their ticket to the gold medal final tomorrow. Should be a thrilling showdown between the Dutch and Team USA. It'll be Spain taking on Hungary in what should be a highly competitive bronze medal match. Cody, that first quarter, we talked about the two teams kind of easing into it, the methodical pace. Where do you think the Netherlands found their edge and took control of this match?
I mean, hitting shots when they needed to hit shots. Sometimes it just comes down to that. You can put all the pieces together and have all the right players in the right places, and they just can't get the ball in the back of the net. And I think that's what Spain struggled with in the latter end of that game. They had some great looks, and either the goalie had a nice block or it just wasn't on frame. So it's a tough loss for them.
We look at the final numbers here. We mentioned Lika Roja, 4 big goals. Sister Benta 2 before fouling out. Brigitte Slaking with 3, including that capper late. Lauda Arts with 9 saves in cage. The Dutch, they were fantastic on the player advantage, going 7 for 9. Each team also got an opportunity to convert via the penalty shot. For Spain, their numbers look like this: 2 goals each for Maika Garcia, for Paula Crespi, and Franny Esbar. They get just 2 saves from Lauda Esther, and they had many opportunities on the 6-on-5. They end up only going 3 for 13, so that's a stat they'll want back and something that they could improve upon, and something to finish strong with here as they have one more big game. Again, all about the preparation for Fukuoka as we look at our bracket and the road to the finals here. This is how things are shaping up for tomorrow when we'll crown a champion. But the big news here, we now know that both Team USA and the Netherlands have earned their spot to the 2024 World Aquatics World Championships in Qatar. So they have qualified there. And now they'll look to pick up a gold medal if they can, as these squads prepare for the World Championships and a chance to add more hardware. Momentarily, we'll hear from our player of the match. We'll hear from coaches of both squads and more. Don't forget, great water polo coming tomorrow. Our final day of action. We get started at 1 p.m. Pacific. We'll have all the coverage for you right here live at youtube.com/@worldaquatics. Get started with our 7th place match. We'll take you up to 7 p.m. Pacific time, when we'll have Team USA take on the Netherlands for gold. But for now, for Cody Roberts, Greg Meskel saying thanks so much for joining us on a thrilling semifinal Saturday. We'll see you back here tomorrow. In the meantime, enjoy our player of the match interviews.
What's that?
Oh, we went to that.
Yeah.
I was like, where's the camera?
Yeah, there we go. So congratulations, player of the game, Lieke. Excellent game. I think it's a very tough opponent. You are very happy, so what is your first thoughts?
Yeah, I'm very happy we played like this. What you said, like Spain is a great opponent, they're very good. So I'm happy how we played, and I think we did a good job.
Your team was very confident today. I think it was very clear from the very beginning that Netherlands is on the lead. Was it a tactic that from the very beginning you defend very strong, or what was the tactic?
Yeah, we wanted to come out really strong. We wanted to show them like that we are strong, because we are. So yeah, it was our tactic, and it's how we want to play. So we did a great job.
I know maybe it's too early to ask about this, but tomorrow USA, here in USA, but of course you want to win.
Yeah, of course we want to win, but exactly like it's great to play USA in the USA, like with the home crowd. That's just awesome. So we're gonna enjoy the game, and we'd like to win, so we're going for that.
Have a good rest. Thank you very much. Thank you.
10, Paula Cabot. Number 11, Carla Kent. Number 4, V. Ortiz. Number 5, Nona Perez Rivas. And 7 and strikes first. Nicolas takes it pass, puts it in off the post, and the backhand. Venteroga winds up, skipped on 3 whites. First excluded players back in water, but they put the shot away. Quick shot, numbers. And Ortiz wants the lob, hits it. And the shot by. Maintains possession, kicks it out. And for 3. And slammed it. This. From the outside. Kunik now in, gets the pass, and puts it away for the goal. Well, blue. Quick shot by number 3. Looking to the near side. And they feed it. V. Ortiz winds up, fars out, doesn't cross. Brings up. Direct shot. It's Esbar. Back to Crespi. And they foul. They put it back on top. Setting up on the one-timer. Threads the needle. And Esbar puts it away from the goal. Lots of the lob, hits leaking on top. Fires the